Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, and the IYT. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, if you're looking for a new broker, check out Cobra Trading. Best in the business, been using these guys for years. Check them out, give them a call, and don't forget to tell them StockBookie sent you. If you go sign up on their website, use promo code StockBookie. Again, CobraTrading.com. Check these guys out if you're looking for a new broker. All right, guys, so SPY daily chart, 50 million on the day, minus 88 cents, red, and what was it, 0.36% down. No great shakes, guys, but we did recapture this big trend line, guys. That's what they had to do. So light volume starts to kick in. What do? Float right back up. But we still stayed below the 20 and the 50. Have to get above these MAs, fill the gap, and then possibly higher prices to come if you are bullish in these markets. 250 still your spot, 255, and then possibly 260 on the upside. You know, we are trending in a bullish pattern. I mean, these are a little bit inside bar bearish patterns here, getting back up. But, you know, we're starting to chop around, getting a little turbulent. So a little bit of distribution, I believe, that's going on here. So maybe we get one more day. Remember, it's been on Thursdays. That's what someone was saying. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Let's see if we do sell off again. This will be interesting. So we're back above the trend line, still back below the 50 and the 20 MA. Let's see what pattern it gives us as well. As long as we stay inside this red bar and don't get above it, it will be setting up in a bearish pattern. If we recapture this top of the red bar, fill the gap, and I'm thinking we're going to go to higher prices. So right now we're kind of in the middle of a pattern, trying to see where this market will go. Right now, recapture this trend line. So slightly bullish, slightly bearish stance inside this bar. Let's see what happens on Thursday, Friday, and then we'll take it from there. Not too much has been going on, guys. I haven't done a video in a couple days. And after this red bar, we confirm, and boom, right back up. It's pretty much doing the same thing over and over and over. Higher prices 250 to 260, lower prices 235 to 232, and then you have another gap to fill down. You got a couple gaps down here to fill like this. I still think we're going back to the November lows. It's just a matter of time. IWM, still the weak horse, guys. We talked about this bull or bearish pattern. Well, coming from here, we couldn't get through the all-time high and the trend line. Got rejected, came down a little bit bearish, came down a little bit bearish, came down again. Here we go, guys, chopping around. Look, we're back below the 200, the 20, and the 50. And look what the 20's doing, starting to come down in the price. Now we have another inside bar, bearish pattern, chopping around. If we go chop here, it'll be slightly bullish, up and sideways, but overall down, sideways, now below all the MAs. Remember what we said about the 200 MA being the target. We did hit this on the IWM, and it is still continuing lower. We do have some low pivots down in here, and this one as well, right around 132.48. But I'm thinking now, if this thing sets up below the MAs and starts to rumble, I think we're going to start going down here, filling the gap right around 130, and then we have the 127.34 gap fill there. I still think this one is going down to at least 115, filling this big one down here, around 115.61. So let's see if this bearish pattern plays out. Let's see if we stay below the MAs. Looks like it is. We still got below this trend line as well, so that's going to be not a huge one, but that's just more resistance or support coming down into it. But right now, guys, bearish stance below the MAs with a bearish setup, setting up for lower prices. The IWM, 18 million on the day, 0.22 cents down. Nothing crazy, but look at the light volume, guys. Look at them. Look at them. Elgo's trying to float it. Grandma's in there. I'm sure she's making phone calls. Hey, guys, you got to help me out. We got to keep these markets going, make everybody happy, so everyone dumps their money into the market so we could take it all in the next year or two. So, no, I'm just kidding with that. But, you know, weak stance right here. Let's see what happens Thursday, Friday. I'm thinking this thing curls into price. It's going to send this thing down lower. I want to look at the weekly real quick. I'm going to do it on Friday, but, yeah, I was going to say, there's got to be something holding this thing up, and it's the 50 MA. So watch out for that on the IWM. And let's go into the Qs. Qs, volume, just nothing, just disappeared. And this, you know, just kind of grinding. We went right back to the all-time highs here. Let's go back to the daily here. So we got up here. Remember, we talked about this bearish pattern starting to play out, and then boom, buy the dip, right back up, came right back in, closed below the 50 MA, started to fade, and even it did confirm down here, and then boom, pop goes the weasel. Inside bar. This one escaped, came right back in, but now we're stuck inside this bar. slightly bearish, overall bullish, above the 50 and the 200. It's not really telling me much other than, made a high, a lower high, lower high. So let's keep an eye on that as well. I'm going to stick a line in here. So let's see if we can get above that. So if it continues higher, we need to recapture the 20, need to fill the gap, and then we're coming to 145.96, the 52-week high, and then 150, and then so on and so forth. So if this pattern plays out, look for 145, 148, then 150, 152, stuff like that. All the even numbers. Let's see if we can get up there off this pattern. If this pattern fails, it starts coming in. We'll look at 136, and then 131.70, and then we'll go from there. So, it's not that, it's a $10 move. It's not huge or anything like that. But if we get back into this area, gap fill, right here, gap fill, anywhere with the 200 MA, you can probably buy a short-term bounce unless these markets are dumping. So upside 150, downside 130, 131. We'll see where this thing goes. Right now, inside bar, bounced up, back below the 50 and the 200, like I've said. Still below the 20 and the 750 retrace. So let's wait for pattern. Let's see if this thing starts to bleed or if this thing starts to push up and get above this area, get above this big red bar. That's going to be key, and then fill the gap and then get above this trend line as well. But you know what, guys? Nothing wrong with the Qs. Just put your trades on, set it and forget it. If you're long, tighten the stops. If you're short, even tighten the stops. At this point, guys, 142 to 150 is not that big. So even if you went short on this with shares, you're not going to get your butt kicked too bad. Use maybe 155 or a stop out. Puts, you're getting paid here, getting paid 2 times, and then you're getting killed in the last 4 days or so. Pretty much the same pattern. Down, chopping, decaying the puts. Down, everyone buys puts here, everyone buys puts there. 4 days up, 4 days up pretty much takes care of the short-term puts. So watch for that on the Qs. There's still nothing wrong, guys, other than you're still below the 20 MA. Let's see what pattern develops in the next couple days going into next week. The DIA, same thing. We got below the 20 MA. We did tag the 50 MA, guys. Did we fill the gap down here? Yeah, we did fill the gap. Bounced right back up. But still, again, just like the Qs, a little bit weak. Can't get above the 20 MA. And you got this huge trend line up there, too. So it's kind of trending around now. But remember, we went down, retrace, down, slight retrace, slight bearish, still slightly bullish because we're up in this upper area as it was grinding, came in, bounced up. So if we go sideways for another week and a half, this could be setting up for higher prices as well. You're looking at 221.68, 225, 230, 235 if it continues high. If this thing starts to slide, you got a gap fill right here around 213.96, 214 area, some low pivots. Ultimately, I think we get the gap fill down in here around the 204. This area is not bad either, around the 205.85, 206 area. So watch for that. Still nothing wrong. Pretty good volume today, as it's been pretty light the past 2 days. But let's see what happens. This one was 77 cents down. No great shakes, but you still have this trend line that's trying to recapture. If it gets above that trend line, recaptures the 20 MA, gets up here, fills the gap. Then we'll watch for the 222, 225, 230, and so on and so forth. We'll take it from there. But nothing wrong. Guys, mostly all these charts, nothing wrong. Just light volume grinds. And what can you say? Sometimes you got to just step aside and let these things work out, and then wait for maybe a high volume reversal day with a follow through day and then another follow through day, solidifying that these markets might go down. At this point, it feels like they're never going down. So just be careful if you're making some big bets out there. And the IYT, guys, what can I say? This is another lagging indicator, just like the IWM. We're trying to hold on for the 164 area right here. Today we closed a little bit below it, but man, down sideways, and they do the couple-day pop, down sideways. Couple-day pop, everyone buys puts here because they know they're going to take it down. They sell them here, starts to decay them. They're probably going to buy them again. More short-term, then boom, we're going down. I still think we're going to 157.70 and then possibly lower. November lows are right in the 142, 143 area. We have a couple gaps still to fill, but let's see what kind of a pattern this one develops in the next say week or so, or even Thursday, Friday coming up tomorrow, and Friday is pretty important as well. But let's keep an eye on this one, see what it does, see if it's going to continue to lag. If it lags, and then you got this trend line too down here. That was a big one with the 200 MA, and now it's in a weaker stance as well. And the guys, this is down and sideways. This is bearish. So if this cracks these lower pivots down in here, at least expect it to fill the gap around 160. And you got a couple more gaps to fill, but ultimately 157.70 down in here. So watch for that area. So if it starts to slide, we'll get interested, possible long down 158 or so. But still a little early. Let's see if this pattern starts to play out. And I think what's going to happen is if it does, it's going to be fast and furious, and we're going to be down here in no time and in another nice little sell. Remember, guys, 2015, August 24th was the flash crash of 1,000 points. Not that it's going to happen, but it's real important to keep anniversary dates like that in your head. So when they do come up, you can figure, you say, hey, you know what? This is that one day 2 years ago that was pretty nasty. So keep an eye on that. Again, though, IYT and the IWM are lagging. They need to lead in these markets. When they are lagging, just a matter of time before these markets fall apart. All right, guys, thanks again for following me. Thanks again for stopping by and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.